Two-time Wimbledon quarterfinalist Madison Keys off to a flying start this year. Gets a straight set win, gets it done in a second set tiebreak here against Martina Trevisan. 6 aces, 21 winners, 2 breaks of serve. And Maddie is into round 2 and joins us now on our Volkswagen desk. Congratulations. Always great to see you, Maddie.
Thanks for having me.
Well done. Obviously, listen, it's not your first rodeo, so how would you characterize this first round win for you?
I think any first round win is a good win. And I always feel like your first rounds at a slam are always some of the most nerve-wracking, and really it doesn't matter if it's perfect tennis as long as you're out there, and I think competing really hard. And I think there was a few moments where I kind of let the lead slip away, but I think I regrouped really well and happy to have another match.
Yeah, got up a set 3-1, break point for 4-1. I was calling your match, slipped away, and then Trevisan broke you right back. Things got away from you a little bit, but you put it together in the tiebreak. Did you have a lot of confidence going into the tiebreak?
I kind of was saying to myself before the tiebreaker, I just kept thinking, okay, if I'm nervous and I've already won the first set, she's going to be more nervous trying to get into this, stay in this match, and just kind of reminding myself that no matter what happens, like, I get to stay out here and I have a chance to kind of regroup no matter what. So that definitely kind of helped relax me a little bit going into the tiebreaker. That's
a fantastic mindset. That's good stuff right there. How would you characterize your relationship with this surface, the grass court?
I've always really loved the grass. From kind of the start when I was a junior, the moment I stepped on it, I was like, I very much enjoy this. It's always kind of felt pretty natural to me, and I feel like I've never really kind of had that learning curve on grass, so it's always one of my favorite times of the year.
You're obviously hitting the ball really hard. You actually hit it harder than Alcaraz today in his match, both on the forehand and the backhand, like 8 miles an hour harder on the backhand. How are you able to create that much pace so consistently?
I don't know, honestly. I feel like sometimes I'm hitting it and I'll like look at Bjorn and I'm like, I just feel like it's not that, like, there's not much on it. And he just looks at me like I'm crazy.
Yes, yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's usually the answer that I get when I try to tell people that it's like, I don't know, it feels a little slow today. It just has always kind of been my thing. I think I have a pretty loose live arm, and it's always just been more so for me about trying to figure out how to control it and still going after my shots, but being able to have that safety with a little bit of shape and spin and being able to just still swing at the ball.
That slice worked pretty nicely on match point, but I feel like you have harnessed your power better in that you pick your spots better than you used to. You feel that you've gotten better in shot selection particularly?
I think I've gotten better in shot selection, and I think I've gotten better. Like, I think today I actually used my slice pretty well, just to kind of try to mix things up a little bit. And, you know, really just trying to think, if, you know, you're trying to do body blow after body blow over and over again, it's, you know, gets more and more dangerous for me and less dangerous for them. And I think they kind of start getting used to it a little bit more. So just trying to pick and choose when to go after it and mix it up has been a big goal of mine.
What's it like for you here in London? Because it's a little different experience than the other majors where you may stay at a hotel. Here, you're in the village.
It's really nice. I actually quite like it. Being able to be in a house in the village with everyone, and it's like this tiny little bit of a normalcy where you're in a house and you're having meals at home. And
are you cooking?
Not my home, but someone else's home. Yeah, and you have the ability to cook. And
you do that?
Yeah,
excellent.
And it feels just a little bit more homey, and it feels like you can settle a little bit more.
You just dropped My Home Project Part 8 a couple of weeks ago, describing your house and all the developments going on there. The coffee bar really stood out to me. Tell the folks about the coffee bar.
What is that?
You have.
We upgraded our coffee machine to a La Marzocco, which I have dreamed of since I fell in love with coffee. And when we were designing our kitchen, I was like, there has to be a spot for my coffee machine and our grinder, and we have every single gadget that you could possibly think of when it comes to coffee. So that was a large part of the design of the kitchen.
Wow. So how long does it take for you to produce 1 cup of espresso?
I've gotten pretty quick.
Okay.
Like, I would say probably like maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So I feel like I'm pretty quick, even though I do like the whole thing.
That's amazing.
That's impressive. A friend of mine redesigned her kitchen around her coffee maker, and she called it the $40,000 coffee maker. So I understand where you're coming from. Are you on budget with your remodeling?
No.
No, of course not.
No, of course not.
Thanks
Has
to
anyone
coffee
ever
makers
stayed
like that.
on budget when doing a renovation? Ever?
No.
Probably not. Well, you better keep winning so you can pay for it.
That's.
Who's next? Who's next for you? Who's next?
I don't know.
It's Wang Yifan.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Great.
Not much.
I've had 3 seconds to process it, so.
Another opportunity.
Yeah, another
to make some more
opportunity.
money and, you know, get a coffee machine upgraded.
I have one more question. How do you balance your life with Brian and the coaching and the relationship? Because it has to get tricky sometimes.
It's honestly, it's been pretty good. There haven't been too many instances where we really have to kind of like divide time. I think we're really good at when we're at home, we're at home and it doesn't really bleed into our personal time.
That's good.
And I think it's been really great because he knows me so well. So I think on court, he's able to kind of deliver the message
The right way.
how I need it to come,
Right.
so that I can actually absorb it.
Because
And
he knows you so well.
Exactly, and I think that's where the communication has been really good, just because we know how to communicate with each other.
No, Bjorn's been doing an awesome job. Is there anything in the kitchen that was like his specific want, or is that all a Maddie?
All he wanted was a gas range.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
with him on that.
He got the gas range.
So he cooks then more than you do.
He cooks a lot.
If he insists on the gas range.
Yes,
the
he
cook,
cooks
yeah.
a lot. He had actually never had the opportunity to cook on gas, and I was like, no, it's amazing, you're gonna love it. And he's like, okay, great, I want that. So he loves cooking and I love eating, so it goes really well.
What a combination.
No wonder they're happy.
What was the brand of that range? Because that was beautiful as well.
Cafe appliances.
Okay. Got to check it out on her Instagram. Part 9 on the way in a few weeks, maybe? No?
Hopefully,
Okay.
part 9, aka the end.
Yeah. 9-part series.
Yeah, hopefully it's the last video. We'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully this is not our last interview with you. It is always fun to see you, Maddie.
Keep
so
it
great
going.
job today.
Thank you.
Best of luck
Good
going
luck.
forward.
Thank
Thanks.
you.